Hi. It's night time and I'm soon going to bed, but I felt like I needed to make this video. About a couple of days ago, I was told that I was going to have a surge of my anger that I had never dealt with, coming back up, resurfacing for me to release. And I was told at the time that there is going to be like the next 2 days. So that was yesterday. I was told that, and that the next 2 days were going to be quite intense, and I mean not always like confusing, intense, and not necessarily understanding what's happening. And I'm making this video today because I want to help people understand, or rather, I want to share my experience, and if my experience can help anyone, even better, um, of how the energetic system and the thinking process and the emotions can work together. So I have been feeling a lot of love in my heart recently, and it has been purifying me. It's been going on for a while, and the thing is that it's like a jet wash that happens in the heart, and when beads come off, wounds become exposed, and then we start to heal better, or at a deeper level. At least we reach a deeper level. And so I felt the love, I felt the softness of the love, and it made things resurface that I could not put a name on. I would not be able to tell you at first what that was. All of a sudden I started feeling a cloud, like a roof over my head. And bearing in mind, I still have to make some videos about this, but I had a journey through my darkness, involved a lot of dealing with black magic. And it was specific people that I felt were sending me black magic. And this has ended. I have ended that cycle and I have healed from it quite a bit. But it only ended not so long ago. So I still have a lot of healing to do. And so what happened is, as I received the softness of love, it revealed the past anger that I had never actually dealt with. And what I was told 2 days ago was anger and vengeance. And I am on a path, and that path I kind of like gave it attributes which really I should not have needed to, because ultimately what I'm doing is I'm little by little going with the flow more and more, and surrendering more and more is really basically my journey. But um, somehow I integrated certain aspects of the human belief systems, and I kind of fitted myself in boxes. And so meditation coming like with Buddhism, non-violence, yoga, all these things, I kind of fitted myself into that. So whenever I went and felt victim of black magic so strongly, I had a lot of anger, because anger, I believe, is the next level. I'm going to now express this anger because I am I am saying now that I am so unbelievably scared, and now I need to really take care of myself, and this is really hurting me. So across the events that I had to deal with, that had to do with black magic, I felt a lot of anger in that way, because I was terrified a lot of the time for many years, or for a few years. And but because I was on the meditation path, I did not deal with that anger. I thought I did, and to some extent, maybe I did, but I really had not realized how much I still had kept in. And not just kept in, but even though that I am someone who really doesn't want to suppress things and who tends to really release emotions, this, I really just suppressed it completely. And vengeance, oh my gosh, I mean, all the tortures in my head that I could have created that I would want to inflict on these people. Yeah. So I did have those things, and I did not realize how they were still inside of me and how much they were grabbing me still. So today I'm going to the dentist for a deep cleaning of my teeth, and all of a sudden I start to feel, before I go, I start to feel such an amount of anger coming up. And it is like I was fuming. It's like I was Cali, but in a worse kind of way. Oh my gosh. And I started to have things happening, like the trains could not go, so I was going to be delayed and not be able to make it on time to the dentist. And when you don't attend and you cancel last minute, they charge you for the appointment. And then I managed to find a way to get the train in a different place. And I got stuck in between the doors of two different trains at two different times, nearly breaking my arm twice. I like I was the anger was taking me over, but it was really like pouring out of me almost. And then I started thinking about those guys that messed me up with black magic. And one of them in particular came into my mind, and I thought, oh no, this is happening again. And bearing in mind, I have my whole system now that has worked out a way of understanding that this cannot happen. And still, because the anger was so strong and the sensations that I felt were so similar, and even then that this is my own anger, I just was so scared again. So not only was I stressed because of the dentist, which I absolutely hate, but I mean, she's lovely, but I hate the event itself. Um, but I I had the anger coming out and the panic. Well, not I didn't go right into panic, but I felt very stressed. Um, for having those things coming up, those it's that person doing something to me, and what it was basically is that those were old thought patterns that were buried inside with the echoes of those emotions that were still remaining in me. And then when the emotion got when the love came and released layers of crap in my heart, it released and opened those wounds. And it's like, you know, I don't know if you've ever watched the Matrix, but there's lines of numbers coming down. It's like there's a code for each wound and a code for each emotion stuck in the wound. And then when the energy of love has gone into the wound, it released the data that was kept in the wound, and that data came up as a thought. And the thought was originally the person against whom I was angry. And I, like this, had a few people that came to me today, in my mind, thought about them and fear, and because of course fear is behind, is what's, what I believe is what's behind anger. And so all these things were coming up, and my thoughts were, and so basically I'm making this video to explain this, is that one of the reasons why I do so fervently meditate, and a reason why I promote meditation so much, is that it is, I feel, completely part of the healing process. And it is so important to be able to step back from what's happening in us, because there are always times like this where emotions come up, or for some reason, energetically, we heal, either because we went through a healing session, or we did a sound bath, or for whatever reason, or even just a walk in the forest can be incredibly healing. So then energies, and so we then can be thrown into chaos like this because things get released in the healing process. And we expect that healing is about relaxing, feeling really nice and soft inside and feeling loved, and it is. For a very big part of this, it is. For a very big part of our healing journey, it is. But there is also that moment where it there's a release of something that was stuck inside of us. And in this case, I was able to actually put a name on it and to put people's face on it as it released. But there are even times, and I have not talked about, I've not done videos yet about the black magic, but I will talk about this when I do it. There are things from the subconscious that are released. I would say that most of the time it comes from the sacral chakra, that when these things are released, we can't even tell what they are. And then we try to give it a sense. So we try to fit it under a label somewhere, give it an explanation, a title, a name, a thought, because otherwise the system goes into a panic and terrible things can ensue after this. So, and by terrible things, I mean mental health issues and all that stuff. So we tend to label things. And so for me, when things got released from the sacral chakra, then I put the label of black magic on it, which had to do. But anyway, I'll talk about this with the black magic videos later. But basically, now I'm releasing those things because I got that love came to wash me over. I took a proper good shower with it, and as I came out clean, it's like it freed toxins that now are getting released. And as those toxins got released today, it freaked me out for a while, just for a while, because of the sensations I was feeling. I can feel my chakras, and I was feeling the crown chakra getting blocked, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is happening again. Yeah. And I could even see the people, and I could see their name, and I could feel their energy, and but actually it wasn't them. Understand this? It is the anger that I had against them that came up. And because it was against them, it came up as connected to them. And so, yeah, I just wanted to explain this experience that I'm having, because to me it is so important to understand that thoughts are just thoughts, and they are not always what it is that we think they are. So it is really important to take that step back and to be observing those thoughts and to not dive into them and get absorbed by them so much, because otherwise that is how we keep repeating the cycles, and the cycles never end, because we get absorbed into the thoughts, we experience the trauma again, and then we keep responding to the trauma over and over again, possibly in a similar way as how we did before, and it adds another layer of trauma, and we then suppress again instead of letting go and releasing. So meditation has given me that ability to, even though I got caught up in it for a moment, I then managed to step back and to see what it is for what it is. And it took me a day. I guess I need to meditate a bit more. But being aware of this allowed me to not get as stressed or lost, and to not go down again with that trauma that was coming up, because that trauma was coming up to be released, not to go back down. All right. I hope this helps. Um, I'm still amazed at the wonderful processes that are happening daily inside of me. The connection, the amazing connection between energies, the chakras, and the emotions and the thoughts is absolutely stunning. And the body also, because those things, I suppressed them, so they got stored in the body. And then when I heal the body, those things get released. And again, they need to be able to go rather than be suppressed again. Thank you for watching and listening. I'm sending you lots of love and hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.